the time of World War II. A classic movie was almost aborted. In fact, its producers were offered full compensation for the entire cost of the film if they would simply agree to destroy it instead of releasing it to the public. That's how controversial it was. But they didn't destroy it. It was released in September 1941, and it ended up being nominated for 9 Academy Awards. It also ended up becoming one of the few films that critics and movie makers ever since consistently speak about as possibly the best movie of all time. In all the surveys and all the polls, it always seems to end up near the top of the list. The movie is called Citizen Kane. It's about Charles Foster Kane, a man who has everything: worldwide fame, unlimited wealth, terrifying power. And yet, in spite of having all these things, he dies sad and unfulfilled. As the movie begins, the cameras take us slowly towards Kane's deathbed. Along the way, they give us an eerie tour of his vast estate, which includes breathtakingly beautiful gardens, manicured lawns, a private zoo. Then the cameras bring us inside the mansion itself, where we're brought through endless rooms filled with innumerable artistic and cultural treasures and gorgeous, elaborate furnishings. Finally, we come into the presence of the dying man himself, and he holds in his hand a small toy that reminds him of his boyhood. Wistfully thinking of his lost youth, unfulfilled, frustrated, sorrowful, he passes away with a mysterious word on his lips. The rest of the movie is an attempt to find out the meaning of this mysterious word, and it consists of a series of flashbacks that show how this man was able to acquire so many things and yet live so unhappy a life. And this is a question that all of us need to think about from time to time. And there's so many things we can pursue in our lives: awards, approval, comfort, fame, influence, power, possessions, pleasures, success. But which of these will bring the fulfillment that we truly yearn for? Among the vast array of all the things the world has to offer, which is the one thing that really matters? None of us wants to reach the end of our lives filled only with sorrow, regret, and frustration, like Citizen Kane. We want to find and experience the deep meaning that God created us to enjoy. Let's take a few moments to tell that to Jesus once again in the silence of our hearts. Let's renew our faith in the power of His truth to guide us through the ups and downs of life. Let's renew our hope in the power of His goodness to fulfill our deepest desires. And let's renew our humble love for Him who created us, redeemed us, and calls us every single day to a more and more abundant life by choosing the one thing needed.